In an attempt to recapture that Pirates of the Caribbean lightning in a bottle, you do a Haunted Mansion movie. If that doesn't work out 20 years later, you can always try again. This is That Mulligan. So Haunted Mansion is Disney's redo of a Haunted Mansion movie. One came out in 2003 with Eddie Murphy. I guess in 2021 there was a Muppets one as well that I didn't even know about. Never saw that Muppets Haunted Mansion movie, but speaking of the Muppets Christmas Carol is S-tier Christmas Carol, and that's the hill I'm willing to die on. So this Haunted Mansion movie stars Lakeith Stanfield, but does have an ensemble crew. Rosario Dawson as the mansion's homeowner, Owen Wilson as the priest, Tiffany Haddish as the medium, the psychic, Danny DeVito as Danny DeVito. 50-50 as to whether or not he even knew he was being filmed in the movie, but he is in it. And this movie does flow and ebb with its momentum. Started out pretty strong. I was actually engaged with Lakeith Stanfield's character, his story. The fact that this mansion won't let people leave. That premise is actually kind of cool for a Haunted Mansion movie. It's kind of the premise of the Haunted Mansion as I understand it. To be fair, whenever I had gone to Disneyland and done the Haunted Mansion ride, it was always between Halloween and Christmas, so I ended up getting the Nightmare Before Christmas version. If you're looking for that theme park ride fan service, it's absolutely in here and you're gonna notice it. But yeah, as the movie started out in the first act, there were horror movie elements. It never breaches. It's never like, yeah, let's scare the piss out of children. Why not? But there are a couple of moments where I was like, that was more horror than I thought I would see in a Haunted Mansion movie. Granted, by the end, it's all super glowy, super CGI. Everything looks, it has that cartoony vein to it. So as there's nothing in this movie that breaches into terrifying, there are moments of horror movie light that surprised me. I feel like they're chumming the waters, trying to fish for future horror movie fans. Those kids that'll be like, ha! I want more. As this movie had some good flow in the first act, I feel it dipped in the second act somewhere. There's this MacGuffin mission they have to go on. I feel could have been condensed or cut out entirely. I get missions being missions, but you didn't have to have them leave the mansion that they're not able to leave until they have to go search for the MacGuffin. Maybe they just wanted more locations, but they essentially go to another mansion. You might as well have just had the thing in the mansion. Yes, audiences could scratch their heads and be like, why was that thing conveniently in the mansion? But on the other hand, audiences could be like, why did they have to leave the mansion and draw this movie out for about 15 more minutes? And that's kind of where I am in life. You have two things that are not optimal. Okay, which one's shorter? Movie is a bit too long though. I'm just saying. It's funny, the original Haunted Mansion movie is about a half an hour shorter than this movie. There are these action sequences just pop up out of nowhere. It's like, dude, we don't need this. Why is this happening? I feel like this was written on the spot. Like they were filming it and they were like, huh. Well, we don't have an action sequence here. We just kind of need it to happen. So we're just going to have a lot of stuff happen. Let's bring alligators in it. Why not? We're just going to throw it all at the screen right now. It just kind of felt like a waste of time. I guess Jared Leto plays the main baddie, the Hatbox Ghost. I guess? You wouldn't know it because his face is CGI. There are a couple of pictures of him in life. So maybe they paid for his likeness. Maybe Jared Leto actually plays him. But the point is, it could have been anybody playing him. I'll say this, and this cannot be overstated. Lakeith Stanfield is so good in this movie, you almost forget what movie you're watching. He's just what I remembered when I left the movie theater. He's what I'm going to remember about Haunted Mansion going forward. It's not the ghouls, the ghosts, the hauntings, the jokes that fell flat throughout the film. No, it's him and his ability to hit the audience in the feels with a heartfelt monologue coming from a place of pain and sorrow. He makes me want to like this movie more than I actually did. This is a whatever kind of movie. It's not as good as you might want it to be. It's not as bad as the movie looked like it was gonna be. I get it, it's made for kids, but I feel like at a point in this movie when it starts slowing down near the middle, kids are gonna start to get bored. In the end, it's probably a better time if you're drunk. Yeah, I guess it's a party. Yeah, you heard it. You heard it how I said it. It's like sad drinking day. All right, so Haunted Mansion, have you seen it? What did you think about it? Whatever you thought, comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like what you've seen here and you want to see more, click right here to see more.